Hi, everybody. Good to be back for another Future of Work episode. Today, I want to speak about the importance of connection. I'm realizing more and more as we're talking to customers and talking to our team on the ground who are dealing with our customers either in a customer success capacity through our product or, through the consulting side of our company where we're working with companies to navigate work management change inside the organizations. We're realizing that people are finding themselves in a holding pattern where they're not really actively choosing to move forward and embracing this as a new reality. This is a temporary holding space and we'll get back to normal. And one of the issues with that is, the reality is we don't really know if this is 100% the new normal, or if a modified version of this is the new normal, or if we will have the ability to fully go back to what we were before. And so without those knowns being knowns at this point in time, we're all as organizational leaders going to have to function in some shape or form of a move forward plan. And we're all going to have to decide with our leadership teams what the assumptions are that we're going to base that go forward plan on. And one of the key reasons why I'm highlighting this and choosing to speak about it this week is because I'm finding that the individuals in our customer base who are choosing to stay in that holding pattern, holding out for a normal to return, are the ones who are most actively depriving themselves of connection because they're used to connecting in person. And that is something that I actively want to discourage, and I actively want to challenge people out there to consider connection in an online space as still being real connection. And I'm so often reminded of back in like 2005, 2006, when what I call the internet became mainstream. I can remember it was a very definitive point in the history of the internet where up until that point, everything related to the internet had very much been something that was boxed and categorized with coders and people who were in the IT space. It wasn't really a mainstream tool that the average consumer on the street built their life and their existence around in the way that we see today. And one of the things that was pivotal in actually making that shift and making the internet a consumable thing was blogging. And I can still remember being ridiculed by my closest friends, my family, and many people in my immediate working circle because I was a blogger and because I genuinely considered the friendships that I built up in the blogging space genuine friendships. I considered those people to be very, very close to me. And I still do. I'm no longer an active blogger on a personal blog, but the friendships that I built up when I was a personal blogger are friendships that I still hold today. I still have conversations with those people. I still engage in debates with them, and I still thoroughly enjoy who and what they are as human beings. And that is ultimately what we need to understand about one of the biggest and most significant changes in this new reality that we're traversing in, is that the entire world has just exploded and opened up to us in terms of work, in terms of teams that we can hire, in terms of people that we can engage with to solve problems. In some shape or form, we have likely been dabbling with this. We may be going to conferences or tapping into networking groups that are not in our immediate in-person circle. But if this is the new reality, that connection in an online space has all of a sudden exponentially increased in importance. And I really want to encourage people to go out and to find those groups and those places and those spaces where you can find your voice and find a group of people who can relate to you, relate to your circumstances, and who can become that buffer that was what your in-person work office crew used to be for you. And in many ways, business leaders also need to start really grappling with what does that look like in a fully virtual office setting? Who are those people going to be that are going to be creating those new connection points, and what are those connection points going to look like inside the company?